Hello YouTube, this is DJ's Old Gauge Trains. I have my Lionel Legacy Empire State Express Hudson to show you today. This is the semi-streamlined version with the PT tender, and I have this pulling my 8-car Golden Gate Depot Empire State Express set. This is an awesome engine. I was really impressed when I pulled it out of the package, and I was even more impressed when I started it up and started running it. This engine has an incredible sound system in it. It's extremely loud, it's extremely bassy, and it's just awesome. And the running lights on the drivers are incredible, the detail is incredible, and I'll just do a little bit of a pan here so you can see. You can see we've got some nice Empire State Express lettering there. All that detail there is really cool. We've got the ash pan glow effect in this model, which is really nice. You'll see that when I turn it on in a few minutes. And then we have this gigantic PT tender, which is really cool. I'm wondering if the size of this tender and the fact that it's all metal has anything to do with the bass sound in this, because the bass is incredible in this. It really is. And this tender is much larger than the regular tender, the streamlined tender version. So I'm wondering if the sound causes more resonance or anything like that. Not sure, just speculating. But it's a really cool tender. See that nice coal load in there? Got a nice little ladder there. I didn't notice that before. Cool. And these hatches all open or close. And inside the cab, it's very well done, very detailed. It's kind of hard to show you. Let's see. Let me try it. Let's try it. I'm sorry, it's blurry. It's very blurry, but you might be able to see all those hand-painted knobs and gauges. I have not seen that much detail in a cab of a Lionel locomotive before. The only engines I've seen with that much detail inside the cab are brass engines, like my Duluth Mesabi and Iron Range steam engine. But that's really incredible. I was really impressed with that when I pulled it out of the box. This engine was expensive. It is honestly one of the most expensive engines I've bought in a long time. So I was really hoping for some extras, some good features on it, some good sound, and I could tell you I am not disappointed in the least bit. Got some nice detail there. Very cool. So before I start the engine up, I want to jump over to the cars real quick. One of the reasons why I bought the PT tender version, other than the fact that it looks really cool and I like the giant tender, is these cars kind of have a yellowish tint to them. And I wanted to be able to hide that by putting a giant black tender between the engine and the cars. So, and when the train runs together, you really can't notice unless you're trying to notice. So it worked pretty well. But one unique thing about the Golden Gate Depot's version of the Empire State Express, number one, the cars are based on the blueprints. Number two, they did make one mistake, and that is the cars do not have full-width diaphragms, but to me that's not the end of the world. And number three, and the coolest feature, is the only things that are painted on the cars are the vestibules, the trucks, and some other plastic parts. But the actual aluminum car bodies themselves are not painted, they are treated with some kind of treatment. And they have this really nice finish to them, really gorgeous finish. I'm really impressed with these cars. Every time I take them out of the box, they're just as impressive as the first time I've seen them. They are incredibly done. I'm just trying to show you the interior a little bit, but it keeps blurring. and I'm resting my hand on this Pennsylvania coach behind me, so it's kind of causing a little bit of shakiness. There you go. I'll do a slow pan of the train when I start it up and you'll see it better. But I think that's enough talking. So what I'm going to do is we'll pull the engine out, we'll switch tracks, we'll pick up the Empire State Express cars, and we'll run around for a little bit. So try to keep it under 15 minutes. But here you go.
This is the dispatcher. Do you copy?
Copy that, dispatcher. Over.
Very good. Start up and hold.
Roger that. Out.
Sorry, fingers in the way.
Dispatcher, air is made, brake test okay. Are we clear to pull? Over.
Roger that. Take the green. Over.
Understood. Out.
there you go, YouTube. This is a gorgeous set. I'm really happy with it. I've always been impressed by Golden Gate Depot's version of this train. And I'm now even more impressed by the Hudson and this train together. One idea I have is to get the Station Sounds Diner and kind of kit bash the diner in this car and throw the sound package in it and see what happens. I think that would be really, really cool. So I may do that, I may not. It's just a thought, and I figured I'd share it with you guys. But hope you enjoyed the video. Let's go back to the engine and end the video with another shot of the engine. And there you go. DJ's Old Gates Trains. I'll see you next time.